There we go. Nice.
Hello everybody.
Yo.
Welcome to Podbox. 10 episode special, baby.
Hell yeah. We got a special guest on this week. Yeah, time flies by, man.
Hello. How we doing? Special guest.
So, tell us, Ed, who are you? What's your occupation? And
What's your name?
absolutely everything. Yeah, just what's your name?
I'm Bob, and I'm a bin man, and I take out bins. I'm Bob the bin man, and that's Bob the bin man. Yeah, that's me.
Fuck yeah, you sound familiar, man.
Yeah.
I'm every bin man ever.
We just
No, I'm Ed Staal. I do music all the time, full time. Probably a better word for it. And yeah, I do lots of music stuff. I release music. I produce for a living. I do music business, all sorts of stuff. So yeah,
Fucking awesome.
And today, for this little episode, because it's extra special, we've given you a little challenge, haven't we, Ed?
yes, and I'm intrigued to see how this goes because it sounds near impossible to do to anyone that doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hit or a miss, I think, for this, because it's
Yeah.
it might go bad.
Worst case, it'll be funny.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to worry about.
But as for everyone listening, so the challenge that we've given for Ed for this episode is we are going to give him approximately 5 minutes of basically hearing time. So he's going to try and make a song. The aim is to make a song by the end of the podcast. But for the first 5 minutes, he can hear, so he can hear all the sounds he needs, or if he needs to play an instrument, he can do that. And then after those 5 minutes, he can't hear anything, and he has to basically deal with what he's got and has to edit and fix his music over the course of the episode, really. And so it's going to be good. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. It could be terrible not being able to hear what I'm actually playing. Oh god. Yeah.
But yeah, with that said, when are you set up and ready for it? Are you ready for the 5 minutes?
I think so. I think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
There's no true preparing for the 5 minute challenge.
I can give you a countdown for it if you want.
Okay, I think I'm good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
All right.
Ready?
Right, shall we start a countdown?
Okay. Yeah, I'll start from 5. All right. So we're going 5,
4,
3, 2, 1, 0. Go.
God, okay, here we go.
All right, you gotta go.
Okay. I don't know if I'm guessing you're not gonna be able to hear the sounds that I'm choosing. I hope that's okay because
No, not for now.
Yeah,
but it's
okay.
okay.
So
Ed's,
Ed's,
this is
rush into it. This is like the tension that the cooks must feel in the kitchen every day. We're hungry.
It's truly, yeah. He's hungry. He's like a chef having to try and get the food out as quickly as possible when Gordon Ramsay is standing right behind him.
Yeah.
So
Gordon Ramsay's getting
Like
ready to
that
boot
mother.
him off the podcast.
This is already so difficult. Oh my god, right, okay. I just think I've got a beat ready, but oh my god, just playing keys.
I've used like a music production software before, and like it's hard enough being able to hear it.
Which one did you use?
I use FL.
FL, alright, fair. That's like, yeah, that's pretty good. What did you actually make anything or?
Yeah, the reason I picked it is because I knew a guy who had a pirate.
Oh my god, really?
So yeah, so I got it for free. But yeah.
oh god. I remember all those for some reason you could always find these like pirated movies of like things that were just released like in Greece and stuff like that. And
Oh
just
yeah,
had
they just
like,
sell it on the beach, don't
camcorders.
they? Just come up to you
Yeah.
like, would you like some sunglasses? And I'm like, bruh, look what I'm wearing right now. Like, bro, wake up, bro. Where are you? Your business is
You've got
flawed. Like,
pirated
everyone already has
sunglasses.
some, bro. Like, what? Yeah, and then they give you a CD and you're like, I literally can't, what? Yeah, you're just confusion.
What
Just
is
pure confusion.
I can imagine you put that in and it's just like Cool Cat or something.
Cool Cat. Oh, I don't know if Ed knows about Cool Cat. I think I've told you about him.
I don't know what Cool Cat is now.
Cool Cat saves the kids.
What does that even
cinematic
mean?
masterpiece.
It's one of the best movies of all time. Especially the rap section.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a guy dressed up in a cat costume. It's like
a
one of those
furry.
Barney the dinosaurs. Like, he's a furry, yeah.
Yeah. There's a furry, and there's like a weird old man who's called Daddy Derek, who looks after him. And
That's so
and he
weird. We
saves
call
the
my
kids.
friend Dom. We always call him Daddy Dominic. It's like really similar vibe.
Actually, yeah, I think you said that before.
Big Daddy vibes.
There you go. The influences of Cool Cat are truly subtle.
Oh my god, I'm trying to make this beat and concentrate on what you're saying at the same time, and it's really hard.
You got
You
2
don't-
minutes,
you
mate.
don't have to
Don't worry.
concentrate
Don't
on what we're
focus. It's
saying.
fine.
Fucking joking.
Yeah, don't worry.
You can
No, don't worry. Just go for it. Don't worry about it. That's right now.
just
We got 2
ignore
minutes.
us. Yeah, we're like white
Yeah.
noise. Oh yeah, you can add some little noise envelopes to make a cymbal sound. That's the one. That's the little
It's
trick I know.
just by the end of this 5 minutes, Ed is just gonna have like a drum kit, and that's it.
Do some minimalism.
I mean, it's fine. He can technically add more like stuff to his song, but he just can't hear it. So it's like it's a risky gamble.
Is he allowed
You
to
know.
just go and like start singing in the middle of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is so hard, right? I'm just gonna quick speeding up. Quick! Oh!
Ed, have you got a nice little bit of guitar in there? You started a riff.
Hold on.
If
I'm recording.
if the production isn't fucking stellar, you are in trouble, my friend.
Oh god, this is gonna be so bad if I can't hear the notes.
Fine tune that EQ.
Shut. Oh god. Hold on, the timing's all wrong. No!
Well, where
You
we
got 1
at?
minute, mate. 1 minute.
To be fair, for episode 10, we should have probably done like a 10-minute challenge, but fuck it, it's too late.
I know. I said beforehand. If you want, we can give you 10 minutes
it's fine.
instead.
It's fine. I dug my own grave
No
here.
regrets.
It's great. I'm gonna be okay. I can do this.
I am okay with saying you can get an extra 5 or extra 2 minutes if you really need it, Chief.
It's, you know what? No, we're sticking to the challenge. I believe I've got quite a nice little beat going.
Okay.
But
That's what we want to hear on the podbox.
I don't.
Well, you
it's
have
not gonna
about
be,
15
It's not
seconds,
going to be
mate.
very
So,
comprehensive.
all right, we're coming up to the last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I couldn't get the
Oh
actual
my God,
sound.
okay.
but,
Right.
okay. Oh Jesus.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I've turned the project all the way down to like no volume, so I can't. I can
Right, you gotta
see
give me
it,
a
but I
second.
can't
here,
hear
'cause
it.
Some zombies trying to kill me.
Oh my
Right,
god, this
fine,
is gonna
there we
be
go.
so bad, bro. This is gonna be so bad.
Is that enough
I'm
time?
so
do you
hyped.
think then?
So,
Or do you-
so if I talk you through the process I've gone through, basically I've kind of got a drum template already. So all I needed to do was just drop in the samples. So that drum
Yeah, yeah.
template's already there, which I use all the time. But the instruments I've just recorded in as electronic instruments, so I can like edit the notes for anything I got wrong.
Yeah.
And basically I can visually see the chords. So if I want to add other chords and change them, I can visually see what I'm doing. Whereas if I recorded in a guitar, that's audio information. You can't see the individual notes. So I've just not recorded any real instruments in. I've just used MIDI. But
Yeah, that's wise.
yeah, but I've got a beat, some keys, and a bass line that's not a bass. It's just me playing it on a keyboard. But I
Easy
have
peasy.
no idea. This is
The recipe to any good song, sounds like.
right.
I'm intrigued to see how this challenge will mix with your usual like style.
Oh, it's kind of funky. I think. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's in time.
This kind of like challenge seems like it would be more easy for someone like Dead Mouse or someone who does like EDM music where it's kind of repetitive anyway.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, you make a really good point.
Well, while we're on this topic then, Ed, why don't you kind of explain your process really for like how would you normally like what's your like what makes the song first? Is it like you have to come up with a riff and you're like, oh, that sounds nice, or do you start off with the beat?
Yeah,
like what's your go-to?
It varies. So like growing up, I always just started with melody, so like just the guitar, and then would sing along to it and then come up with the words after, kind of come up with the vocal melody. And then like as I've got better at production and stuff, I've just made beats and stuff, and then once I've made the beat, I will sing on it. So it's kind of varies, but I'm trying to get back to the old school way of just songwriting on the guitar and then producing after, which I'd say is harder because just like you're trying to imagine the song while you're writing it.
Is it more rewarding though when you pull it off that way? Would you say?
I don't know. I think it's maybe more difficult. It's a more difficult thing to do, and you have to like, because you're just listening to two layers like guitar and voice, you can't hide behind loads of drums and stuff, if that makes sense. You have to pay more attention to detail. So I guess it's more satisfying, but honestly it's just
which is your favorite part of the process?
Definitely the writing. Like I'm definitely enjoy the writing bit the most, because most of the time by the time you release your song it just takes forever. Like you've sat on it for a whole year and you don't know what it sounds like. Well, you know what it sounds like, but you're just sick of it, and you've written loads of other stuff that you want to get out. So the writing bit is the most exciting bit for me. Yeah, I enjoy the gigging and stuff as well, and actually playing it live, because that's a whole different thing. But yeah,
that must be awesome, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very good. I did my first headline show back in November, which Will came to.
Oh yeah, that was a good gig.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Like people actually singing my songs, like for a small artist. So
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's like you sort of everything you've written comes to fruition a little bit. But yeah, those are the best bits, really, just writing and then playing it. So.
What about like the lyrics? What brings you like inspiration, or what makes you the lyrical miracle that you are, Ed?
I mean, I'd say like it's just experience. Like for me, like it's mostly biographical, so like writing about my own experiences. But sometimes I'll just embellish it with, random things that have happened to other people as well as like me as well, I guess. Like. So like friends of mine, shit they've gone through, and like their take on stuff, and also imagination a little bit. Like I'll imagine what it's like for someone or something. So yeah, it varies.
Do you kind of just start writing lyrics and let it flow, or do you like think about do you like spend loads of time thinking about each line, or like what's your process with that?
Yeah, to be honest, it depends. Like it can vary quite a lot. Again, it's a very varied thing. Like every song you make, the process you make for it, the way you've written it, and how you played it in, it always varies. Because sometimes you just write a song in half an hour and it's the best song ever, and then others it takes months. And that that's happened to me so many times. We wrote a song with my friends when I did a collaboration project in 2021. And we wrote a song like in half an hour, literally amazing song, wrote the lyrics, simple, all you need. And then we made this disco track, and it took so long to figure out the right like line for the chorus. It took literally like 6 months for us to just keep going over different ideas, and it's like insane. But most of the time I'll try and write whatever comes to mind and then tweak after. That's probably the best way to do it. But
yeah. I remember like when I've been in the room with you where you've been trying to like come up with some lyrics, you kind of like mumble and then try and fix some words to it for a little bit and then maybe improve on it after.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean?
Literally that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, and to be fair, the way that Will's described it is most of the time how I do it. Like I'll sort of come up with melodies, mumble something, and then once I've got a meaning behind what I'm saying, then that's when you start digging in. So
okay, I'm taking notes.
The next songwriter.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
that's good.
No, it's very inspiring, to be honest.
Cheers, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I've tried to make songs before, and it takes like a lot of perseverance, I think.
Yeah, it does. Like, in what way were you writing music? Like, what were you trying to produce, or were you just pick up a guitar or something? Or
I generally, in the past, when I've tried, I've just been using it like all on my DAW, FL Studios. Like I have like a synthesizer on there that I like mess around on. I don't really have any recording equipment for like, you know, proper good quality audio.
No, that's fair. Yeah, it's sick that you do it, man. Like, that's the thing, is it's like, it's weird to me that like when people are like, oh, you're a musician, like professional, and I'm like, Brett, I just like play guitar and like, I feel like it's one big pretending game.
That
like,
understates it a bit.
Everyone is a musician to an extent. Like everyone can play music, and if you want to learn how to play music, you can do it. Like, you can. And then
where's this like Chef Gusteau like advice right now? Anyone can
cook. Remy.
Why does Chef Gusteau sound Indian?
It's just how he says it.
That is just my
Anyone can cook.
Bro, he could be. You never know. You never know.
That's true.
You don't know where he came from.
That's true. I'm making assumptions. I apologize.
Yeah, damn right. But on a real, that geezer's not Indian. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think I just find it hilarious when people like look at me and they're like, oh, you're like some magic man who can do that. I'm like, I'm just like enjoy doing music, and I just pretend that I'm a professional. Like, the word professional, I just think is such a like pretend word in any industry. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you guys are going to graduate and get a job, and they'll give you a title of like, oh, manager of this thing, or like chief of staff of this, or like co-engineer of this, and it's like, Brett, you're just a geezer that went to school for a couple years and now you're just thrown into this job. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, there's a lot of labels out there, and like, I just, you know, I think it's good when people experiment with music, because it's like, they shouldn't feel down about the fact that you know, they're not releasing music every week and stuff. Like, you should still give it a go, because it's not. So yeah.
No, I think an art of some kind is good, like, for everyone to do.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think it's like, for me, I really want to learn how to draw and do stuff like art a bit more, because it's so good, but I'm so bad at it that I just never give it a go. But it's not a good mentality. So
yeah. Have you seen the book covers I've been designing for Dad?
Yeah, no, they're actually not bad. They're not bad. I like them.
Wait,
it's not that bad. It's just been digitalizing it a little bit.
I have not seen these.
There's one image which really bugs me. It's like he's basically gone for this kind of like modern, it's like 60s type block art type thing, right? So it's like, imagine like an A4 page, right? And then he's gone for like a big red square in the top right, and then a big blue square in the bottom left. And the blue square is just like a slight millimeter off, like less than a millimeter. It's like a 0.1 of a millimeter off. I said to him, please drag that down, because I will genuinely rip my own skin off because of my OCD for just looking at this image. Like, it's bugging me. So he was like, no, I quite like that it's slightly off. And I was like, please don't do this. It bugs me so much.
Will really is a controversial artist.
I need to. There's a story with that.
Show me the image.
Point is. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'll chuck it in the chat.
It's, honestly, you'll see it, and it's so frustrating. It's like, just nudge it down. Like, you can see just a thin line of black.
I remember doing it, and
it's just.
Oh, 1 minute. There you go. Because he wanted a specific style, and that was the thing with it. It was like, oh, okay, that's fair enough. But then I was like, do you want me to move that little blue square, like, so it's a bit more in line? Because I get it with the red one, but maybe the blue one just seems a little off.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's fine, leave it. I'm like, okay.
Are you sure, man?
Yeah,
Wait,
it thoroughly bugs me.
It's going to be in general.
I see.
How do you view that? I'm so bad with Discord. I never use Discord.
There you go. It's in there.
Oh, Christ.
So this was all technically so because my dad came over last weekend. Me and him were just sat in the morning and it was like, all right, let me help you design this. What do you want with it, kind of thing. What kind of things do you want? And so I was just doing what he kind of told me to, with
And
like a little bit of
he looked you
style
in the
with
eye
it.
and said 69.
Yeah, because he wanted to go with this artistic style. I can't remember the name of the artist actually, but yeah, and that's where the texturing comes into place, like with the 6 and 9 and stuff like that.
I don't mind that it's slightly off on the left. I don't mind that side, but it's the bottom. It's the bottom bit that bugs me thoroughly. Like you can
It's
see
the bottom,
this
yeah,
black
because
line.
it's
It's like the
a tiny
one
bit
sort of
over.
black lines.
It hurts my eyes. Like, am I the only one here? Just, oh my god, I can't. I think you should bring the font down a little. The like size of the
It
font.
looked wrong to me too, and I was like, "Are you sure?"
Oh, I asked about it. It's like, no, I quite
Yeah.
like that it's off. And I was like, just shut up, and just change the size of it now.
Oh, gee.
So annoying.
This isn't about you.
Yeah, I know, but oh
It
god
would look
damn
better
it.
if it was off like below the square as well. Like if it were poking out over the black square. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do better next time,
it's,
Will.
I'm sorry, you know, it's just hard
Your-
doing all this designing, you know.
Your foray into Art Deco has been a failure, Will.
I don't consider myself really an artist, to be fair. So I'm not that hurt.
I think you're actually quite good. I think
Yeah,
you're quite good.
it is.
Actually.
It is cool. It is good.
Yeah, you definitely got better. I remember when you first started
yeah,
doing
even
it. So, sorry.
oh yeah,
Sorry, after you.
when I was drawing goddamn Vegeta drawings and stuff, the good times.
Yeah, and
I really like
the
your
dog as well.
implementation of the golden ratio. The dog.
The dog. Yeah, he made a
dog.
big. Sorry, I'm sort of half trying to produce without knowing what's going on.
No, it's fine. No worries, sorry.
He made he drew like a version of Doug, our little toy tortoise thing. He's just legendary within our house, and it's
yeah.
just on the fridge to this day. Just the Doug. He spelled his name wrong. He spelled it D-U-G, and even though it's just like. It's like
Yeah, well,
Doug
I
is in
didn't know
past
how to
tense of
spell it.
digging.
We never had to spell it before, so
Oh god.
Fair enough.
yeah. He's a soft toy tortoise for your information, Josh.
I might have seen pictures.
You probably have.
I've seen a lot of your cuddly animals.
Oh.
They are elite. They are
Just
elite.
Are you not in that
various
category?
pictures. Yeah, they are good. I miss my ones.
But
Yeah.
oh yeah, well, I remember doing some fun things. Oh god, the monkey,
We found
the
a-
monkey one.
We found a
The
dead
monkey
monkey in
one,
the
I remember you
Japanese
did-
suicide forest.
What?
No.
What? Oh dear.
Josh has a hook on his ceiling, basically.
A hook.
A little tiny hook. And, yeah, like a little
Oh,
tiny hook. I
God.
don't know what it's for. And so he has this tiny little, like, it's one of those long arm monkey plushies.
With a tail that's like kind of firm, like
I
you
know what
can
you mean,
adjust
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So,
So you can see where this is going.
Yeah. Wow. So you decided to just end it for him. That's real good.
yeah, it was just during a sleepover. It was good times.
Oh. So Josh, what do you do now?
But anyway,
I haven't spoken to you in a while. I forget what you're up to these days.
I'm in IT,
Oh, nice.
so
Yeah.
very far from the music profession, but it's
Oh, you
it's
know.
chill, it's vibes.
Vibes. Oh, cool, man. Where you
Yeah,
working?
yeah. I'm up in York. It's very nice up here.
Ooh. I like
Not
York.
much, not much rain. Yeah, it's a nice city. That's why I moved here. And
Fair.
yeah, it's pretty good. Like, my office is about 30-minute bike ride away, so
Mate, fair
I
play.
get a nice workout in the mornings.
Crazy. I like York.
Even when you're tired as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like 7 a.m. starts in like the
Ooh.
next couple of weeks, and so I'm gonna have to like get out of the house and on my bike at like 6 a.m. It's gonna be awful.
Oh man, that does sound kind of long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hopefully will be
Be
worth
nice.
it.
It's I get
For the
money.
P, for the dosh, for the wonga.
Exactly.
For the Wonga.
Yep. Just remembers that bloody advert. I can't remember what advert it was, but some dosh, some wonga.
The Wonga. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, good. Sorry, that's such a random reference. Just I'm multitasking with this beat right now. Random ass reference of like money. Oh god, I can't.
Yes,
is there a
we
monkey
remember
in
the
there?
one.
I don't even know. Oh. But
Oh, wait, Ed, so I've got a lovely question for you, mate. Honestly, I can kind of hear the difference, but I just want to ask you anyway. So, how has your music evolved over the course of your career, and what influences or experiences have shaped your sound?
wow, good question. So I'd say just in general, it's just got a lot more professional than when I started like releasing music, because I'd just come out of uni. And it was kind of like a thing on the side, and I was producing at uni while I was studying psychology instead. So obviously then going full time and being like, right, I need to learn how this music industry works and how to actually make good music. Since then, it's obviously improved a little bit. But I'd say it's evolved, like you say, professionally. I'd say the lyrics have got better. Like my understanding of how you make music and like the intricacies of small details in mixing and production and stuff like that is like very valuable. Like what exactly?
What actually was your first song that you've ever released?
I think it was By Myself. It was either that or Hypnotized.
Is it By Myself?
Yeah.
That's the first one on Spotify, is By Myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be. I mean, I used to stick stuff up on SoundCloud before that, which is now off, but that was like ages ago, and I wouldn't call that a proper release. But By Myself and Hypnotized was like, okay, I'm on Spotify now, like I'm in the game. But yeah, I think just what I've learned is the small details matter in production, like the sounds you choose, the things you're talking about, and attention to detail, and especially the industry, like how to deal with people, what you should be doing, like different things you should be doing to promote yourself, stuff like that. But right now the music I'm making is like, it's really different from my own change. It's not like I've wanted to just get better, I'm just changing it. If that makes any sense, like I'm changing genres quite a lot. So yeah, like at the moment I'm just writing a lot more simple instrumental stuff rather than synths and like samples and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. So yeah, that kind of answers your question.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Do what about
Do you
like?
think you had a bit of a theme?
Oh, say again.
Oh, sorry, Joe, you go.
Oh no, you go.
No, it's fine. Go on. You go.
I was gonna say like, what are the main like artists that have, like inspire your sound? Would you say?
I'm big on John Mayer. Obviously, will know that. Like, we just used to listen to him all the time because it's just like that album Continuum is just like perfection.
Oh yeah,
Just
is actually
adore that
the perfect
album
for me.
So that I love Justin Timberlake. I grew up listening to the Beatles on my little iPod. Again, Will probably has listened to all the same stuff I have. Who else? I just generally pop music, and like in the family we'd listen a lot to like rock and guitar based stuff. So obviously that had quite a big influence. But a mix of like people like John Mayer, kind of like pop rock and just male vocalists. I love soul as well. I'm big on soul. I love like 70s, 60s soul, like Donny Hathaway, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, like Sam Cooke, James Brown, like all of them. So like
I was gonna
on me.
say, because I was listening to some of your stuff today, and like the soul seems like a really big one.
Yeah, that's cool that you can hear that. I'm glad. It clearly like what I'm listening to works. So
yeah, it does come across.
Yeah. But those are definitely the influences I have now. And obviously the people I'm working with now actually influence me a lot as well. So yeah.
How have you like met the people that you collaborate with? Are they just people that you knew before from life?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. It's a long winding road. from where I started, really. Like when I first started, like I said before, I graduated from uni and was like, fuck it, like I've got my degree, I'm just gonna give the music industry a go with no experience but just me and my guitar. And basically I went to this gig. I just went to loads of gigs in London and saw people that I knew. So my friends, who were this basically duo called Petrie, who are unbelievable, I went to their show. And I went alone because my friends went to come with and they bailed. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just network the whole night and just chatted to everyone there. And then I told them that I was a musician, just people around. They were like, oh, there's some guys from a label over there. You should go chat to them, which I did.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, hey, like I make music. And they were like basically they were helping Petrie out sell shirts and stuff. So like, yeah, whatever, here's our card. Basically shooed me off, and I sent them an email the next day from the card email they sent me, and they really enjoyed the music. And that's when I then got in contact with this label, met some guys on the label, and then became very good friends with some, enemies with others, because they weren't actually what they cracked up to be. And me, as well as other people that I met on the label, left, and like since then just been working a lot with them, and we've kind of formed our own thing. And like, you know, through them as well, you meet more people, and it's just like your own little sort of collection of people just starts to grow. And now there's like a group of us of like 10 of us that meet up, and you know, last weekend we were in Lyme Regis just writing just for fun and to just like celebrate someone's birthday and stuff. So yeah, it's just like I say, like one little thing, like going to a show and chatting to some random people leads to me now having like long life friends and managers in my industry that like look after me and stuff like that. It's just crazy, like just how one interaction turns into like a whole new world of friends and stuff. It's mad. So
that's the power of networking, baby.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I have a question, actually.
Right,
so do you know 2 different Doms?
Yes, I do know 2 different Doms. Why?
Because there's Dominic Fike and then there's Dom Porter, isn't there?
I don't know Dominic Fike. No,
right?
Dominic Fike is like
famous.
You
not? Okay.
Yeah. Dominic Fike is like an American artist that's
I
very famous.
I thought you worked on...
No.
I swear, I thought you said...
No, Dom Porter is my very good friend, and that was who we visited last week, and I did a collaboration project with him. But Dominic Fike, no, I don't know. I know a guy who called Dom, who runs a YouTube channel, and he's doing really well, and his content is basically like he does like there's a dinosaur game called Ark, and he does content on that and like updates and stuff on that, and that's kind of his channel. He does other games as well, but mostly that. And
you did a song with him.
I did a song for his channel, yeah. So yeah, but
that's really sweet.
But yeah, those are the 2 Doms I know. I do not know Dominic Fike, but I do like Dominic Fike. So yeah.
Oh, bye.
What's with the Dom interest, Will?
Bro, were you saying that to me? I don't know any. Well, I don't really know any Doms. Ed's the one who knows like 60.
You just randomly asked him about Doms.
Because I saw basically I was asked, like, I was just looking up Dom, and then I saw 2 Doms, and I thought they were both familiar, and I was like, wait, has he worked with 2 different Doms? I can't remember, because I know he's worked with Dom Porter, but I wasn't sure about Dominic.
Yeah.
So didn't know how it worked, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know a Dom, if that means anything to you.
Everyone knows a Dom somewhere.
I met one.
Dom, wow.
Good old Dom. What's been the most challenging aspect of your career so far, Ed? And how have you overcome it? If you have, or maybe you haven't. Who knows?
Most biggest challenge in my career. There's nothing like massive, but I would say figuring out how to get on the live scene, like trying to do gigs and live music and get on festivals and stuff has been really hard. And a lot of it's been hit by COVID, not to just like, you know, give excuses, but it has, like, a lot of venues have closed in London because they couldn't
Yeah,
afford
no,
to stay open,
clearly.
and now the ones that are still open need to make money, so they just get people they know will give them money, and you know, they don't really care about the kind of music they play, and so it makes it really hard. And also, as well as that, there's a massive backlog of people that did want to play, so the live scene's been really hard, and it's still a challenge I'm trying to overcome, but baby steps, you know, just trying to get there. But yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest challenge I've had. And yeah, bar that, I think all the other things are like challenges that every musician has. So
What's like the main like source of your income at the moment then, given that the live shows are
so interesting question. Like, obviously, so I do lots of stuff. The thing I want to be earning money through is my artist profile, and it's very difficult to do that unless you're playing shows all the time and releasing loads of music that gets loads of streams, and you're selling loads of merch, or, you know, got like deals with other brands and stuff. You do brand deals and stuff like that, publishing, like there's loads of ways of doing it, but I'm struggling to do all of that with my artist thing because I'm still a small artist. So what I do is I basically make beats and like edit content for social media companies as my business, a little freelance business. So like they'll send me content and they'll be like, we want a beat on this, but we can't license the song we want. So I make them the beat that they want. And yeah, like usually they're happy and I get an upfront fee. And there's a couple companies that pay me on a like monthly basis because, you know, they need so much content, and you know, it's great for me because it's like a wage, and it's great for them because they save money from just, you know, paying way more than they should be. So yeah, that's kind of what I do in a nutshell. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good.
That's really interesting.
Not bad play. Are you not allowed to actually say which companies you've worked for? 'Cause I noticed you were...
Yes, I can. So the biggest one I work for is Gymshark, but I tend not to talk about it because like a lot of the time they don't want me talking about them and what the insides of their business and stuff like that. But it's okay. It doesn't matter that much. It's just like they prefer not to.
I get it. Is it? Yeah, because it's confidentially and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, they're good fun. They've going through a lot of changes and stuff, but they're good company and they seem to enjoy what I do for them. So, yeah, pretty lucky to be honest, because it's so hard to make music money in the music industry, and like I've somehow found a way just by lateral thinking. So
yeah, that is a very interesting way. Like I've not heard of that.
Yeah, neither have I.
Sort of
Neither have I.
before. Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad that I do it, and you know that it's a thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, the fewer people have heard of it, the more you can corner the market.
Oh, you cut out, Josh.
The fewer people who've heard of it, the more you can like corner the market.
Yeah, 100%. Although, you know, a lot of the time, musicians don't want to do this kind of stuff. Like they just want to release their music and focus on that, which I fully get. And it's both a strength and a weakness because it's all you have to do is put in effort, and you can get some extra money here and there. And a lot of them just don't. Like creatives are just difficult to motivate sometimes. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, it's definitely interesting and fun, and I enjoy it. So that's why I do it.
It's a good reason.
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised. I think a lot of people do jobs they don't enjoy at all, and it's not their passion whatsoever. And for me, I just physically can't do it. Like, if you gave me all the jobs and things that I've studied before that I just don't enjoy, I do terrible at. So, like, I physically have to do what I enjoy. You know, I can't really half-ass anything and get away with it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you guys. If you find it easier to just, you know, sort of do stuff you don't really want to do, but just get on with it, like, fair enough. I can't do it.
There's,
Yeah.
I mean, the most I can say is like things with my course. Like there are things I just don't enjoy with it, but like I guess I can't really be picky about it right now because if I don't do it, I don't get the rest of the stuff that I like to do. So I put up with some things, you know,
Fair.
because I need a degree at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, 100%. That is kind of
Yeah.
uni as well. Like you have to take more on the chin and just get on with it in order for the greater good of getting a good job and
Yeah.
stuff. Does that make sense?
But definitely, I think after, I'm not going to be working in a job if I don't enjoy it. I'll just either quit or just find something else to do. Because there's
Yeah,
no point.
I fully feel that, and it is admittedly a very privileged position to be able to do that if you can do it. But
Yeah, that is true.
yeah, I think it's a good mentality because you end up doing things you enjoy and you're happier in general, and that's how life should be. So,
Yeah.
oh, this beat is going to be interesting.
Is it sounding good? Is it?
I have no
getting
idea.
hot?
I have no idea because I haven't been listening to it.
You can't listen to it.
Yeah, no, but you can feel it. Can you feel?
I
it?
can't feel
Does
it. Will
feel
I
good?
cannot feel it. I can't feel anything. I don't know. I don't even remember what I played in anymore. I'm just moving things around and hoping that it sounds good. So
You should try this challenge
Well, should we-
like in a gig, like try and perform without being able to hear.
You have like 10 minutes to make a song. Oh, that'd be pretty funny.
I mean,
The Beatles kind of
That'd be
did that at
insane.
one point.
do we maybe
Not
do like a
really, but,
halfway point where we listen to the beat that I've done so far? Like, do we have a listen?
Oh, I mean, we could do.
Are we allowing that, Will?
You wanna,
It's up to you. No,
I mean,
it's
we can
more up
do
to
if you
you,
want.
but like, I'm very happy to just keep doing random stuff until the end.
You know what? Sure, why not? We gave you 5 minutes anyway, and we probably should have given you more time. So I think
Do you know
the
what?
halfway
Actually,
point. How
what's the
far
time?
are we right now?
5-2. Let's wait. Let's keep going. I'm happy to keep going.
Okay, fair.
Let's leave the heat unknown.
What else would you like to know? What things in the music industry do you find interesting that would you like to know about? Like, what inside knowledge do you desire?
What do you hope listeners will take away from your music, Ed? What do you think's the vibe that you want to convey?
It's a difficult one. Like, it depends, you know? Like, because the music I'm writing right now is like very much romantic stuff and like just thinking more deeply about the people you have around you. But then I've written stuff about like just having fun on nights out and you should just let go and enjoy life as you got it. Like, so, you know, it varies. I think depends on what I'm saying in the song, but mostly just enjoy yourself, think about who you love. That kind of stuff is generally what I write about, and different, like, you know, experiences that I've had with it. So maybe that stuff, maybe they'll familiarize themselves with what I'm saying, but who knows?
Can you talk about any upcoming projects or collaborations that you're excited about?
Yeah, so I've actually got I'm currently writing some new music. I've got 3 or 4 new songs that are in the works, and I've got another project that I'm making, which will be like my 4th project, my 4th EP. So
Damn.
yeah, I'm just in the process of writing and creating, and then, you know, the refining of stuff and showing to labels and people that I think will enjoy it. It comes later. And I'm really enjoying it. I love this phase of just writing music. It's just so much fun. And
Letting the creative juices fly.
yeah, I think I sent you a song the other day. Did you listen to it in the end?
Yes, you did. No, I haven't listened to it yet. I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh crap, yeah, I forgot you sent it to me. I actually do want to listen
It's
to
all
it.
good. It's all
I
good.
just always forget.
I'll send you some updated demos because it's changed since then a little bit. So I'll.
Oh, fair.
But
Go for
yeah,
it.
in fact, the link probably won't work because I've deleted it because SoundCloud
okay,
are dumb.
fair.
Like they don't let you. They used to let you replace the track, but they've stopped doing that now. You have to like buy them membership to like be able to. So I have to delete the track and then re-upload it every time. Pretty dumb.
Oh, okay. That's a bit dumb.
But yeah, I'm writing new music, but I'm also currently releasing acoustic versions of songs that I've already made. So that will be out next week. If anyone's listening, like next week on my profile, there'll be 3 acoustic versions of songs I released in my last project. So that's been really good fun. We went and did a live session and just recorded in one go. So yeah, we'll definitely.
Do you rent out recording studios to get like the sound quality, or do you have like a room that you use for that?
I'm going to assume that you said, do I have a room for that? Because I didn't hear you. I think you cut out. But yes, essentially, up until now, I've literally managed to do everything in my own like room / space without paying for studios much. I did record some drums on the last project. So I went to a rehearsal room. We used our own mics and drums and stuff, and we recorded drums, which was really fun, but exhausting, and the quality, isn't as good as a proper studio. But for the stuff I'm making now, the process I'm doing is I'm doing what I used to do, which is just make it in my room, but try not to refine it too much, so that I will then go to a studio and record everything properly, which is what most people do, but it's obviously expensive because you're spending hours and hours and hours in a studio, which is people's time, and it's just expensive. So yeah.
I mean, how easy is it to get like good quality and just in your room? Like, do you have to install those weird foam thingies or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, you can buy all the stuff you need. Like, if you've got money, you can do it. Like, it's really not hard. You just get soundproofing, proper stuff in the walls, make sure the wires are all. Like, the routing of what cables is what's really annoying me at the moment, because I'll plug my guitar in and it's picking up the currents in the walls and it's like fuzzing loads, which is a thing. So stuff like that, the grounding of the building essentially. But bar that, buy some good speakers, headphones, microphones, equipment. Like, you just need money, which obviously it doesn't just grow on trees. So I guess it's not that easy, but if you have money, then it's not hard to be able to make your own little home studio. But I've managed to accumulate stuff over the years that I need, and invest in myself, so I do okay. But even now, there's still levels and levels and levels above if you want to be super professional sounding. So yeah, that's what I would say about that.
And how much of it as well comes down to like editing in post? Do you have to do like a lot of noise removal and that kind of thing?
Yeah, you have to do a lot, regardless of where you go. I think the pros will say, the better you record into the microphones and the hardware you use, as long as it's amazing, you shouldn't need to do a lot. But the truth is, everyone edits tons afterwards. Like, I think that's the thing, is why in a way I'm jealous of a lot of rock bands and stuff like that, because the amount of stuff that would be in post is just not as much. But modern music is so refined and immaculately recorded and edited that you just can't get away with it if you don't do it. So I'd say like 5% of artists get away with it. Like, there's like country artists out there that would just record themselves in the room and like they just stick it on Spotify, and it's like they just get whatever they want out of it. It's like, wow, I'm very jealous of that. But yeah, a lot of editing regardless of how you record.
Yeah, I mean, I think your effort is paying off there. Like, it sounds very professional, to be honest, when I listen to it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, so
Going back to the professional.
I mean, the way that most artists will do it is you have producers, which I do myself. I produce my own music, and writers, and I write my own music and play it all in. And then you get people to mix and master it, and I can't mix and master that well at all. So I have a guy who's actually a very close friend of mine, who mix and masters, and I pay him to do it, and he basically will take like my project or like the versions of the songs and stuff, and he'll tweak it and make it better, and just he knows how to basically clean and edit very well. So yeah, but it's mostly just making, like you said, bring up EQs and stuff like that, just like little pieces of knowledge that just make everything slightly cleaner, and it just does so much difference.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I imagine mastering doesn't really seem like it would be the fun part.
No, that's the stuff. Some people love it, like they just love the science of sound and like how it works. But I'm just into just creating and like, you know, like I enjoy the creation side and like just what it sounds like. I don't really care about how many amps or what frequency needs to be turned down like 2 decibels. It's like so long.
Yeah.
So
Oh god. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. No, that's cool. That's good to know.
So what other special guests have you had on here then?
Well, I think you're probably we shouldn't be picking favorites. I was going to say you're the most special guest we've had on here.
You're
Yeah.
our most famous guest.
I'll take it. I'm blessing the podcast.
We've had quite a few though.
We've had Misha.
We started off with like we've started off like small kind of with it, just because you know it's better to start off where we can talk to our friends about it and then just vibe and hear stuff.
We thought we wouldn't have
maybe we'll
Kendrick Lamar on just yet.
That's cool.
Wait
I'm guessing
a
this
few
is
weeks.
quite an educational one then. I feel bad just like talking at you and then you're like, oh, okay.
I think we tried to go a bit like educational on all of them.
We try to, but like
We're not like sources of knowledge.
It's more like
but
we kind of discuss it and then we hear and like kind of share either our perspectives or like just things related to it, and then we'd hear like basically just facts or something from someone that would say, oh wow, and then there you go, boom, that's the podcast.
We're seeing this one a bit more like a kind of interview type vibe.
Yeah,
Switching it up a
definitely
bit.
interview vibes. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. As long as you guys are finding what I'm saying interesting and actually useful, then I don't mind.
No, it's very interesting to hear about.
It's useful to me, yeah.
Fair.
I've been trying to. I've made like a riff before, but I haven't actually gone any further. You've heard it before, haven't you, Ed? Or will we try and making something out of it, but it just didn't happen.
Well,
you're
we have to do a
actually a very good
collaboration.
guitarist, I think. So I think you.
Yeah.
I'd say you're quite a good little guitarist, mate. Like I've enjoyed the stuff I've heard from you. You should definitely write more.
Oh.
But
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was I gonna say? There's one more random little question for you, Ed.
Go on.
What advice do you have for aspiring musicians like Josh here, looking to break into the industry?
Focus on making good music. Like, just keep writing songs. Make sure the songs you're writing matter to you, and like, you're not just doing it for the wrong reasons, because you won't get anywhere. Like, if you want to be an influencer, do influencing. Don't pretend like you enjoy music just for the sake of looking cool and doing music. Like, because that's where a lot of people get lost. Like, they just want to be famous without thinking of the extra steps. So yeah, that's what I'd say, is just like, make sure you start with the music. Like, don't worry about all the other stuff. Make good music, and then once you've made some good music, then you can start thinking about the other stuff. And I'd say at any stage, everyone in their career should, and in any career as well, it doesn't matter what industry, you shouldn't compare yourself to other people. Just don't worry about, you know, who's fucking doing bits, and if you see a friend go and blow up, or you other people's cases, like, I don't know, don't worry about if your fucking friends start earning tons of money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't impact your life. Like, it has nothing to do with you. So just focus on what you need to do and what makes you happy, and like, that's all that matters. That's my advice. Like, don't compare yourself, because it just gets you nowhere. Learn from other people, definitely, but don't compare, because it's just a dangerous game. Like, yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah, it comes out of a lot of time, and like, it sounds really basic, but it's like a genuine thing that people struggle to do. Like, if your friend tells you, you know, they've done something really sick, a lot of the time people feel shit about it, because they're like, oh, how have I like not done anything compared to this person? But it's like, that's not what it's about. You should be.
Why isn't this happening to me?
Yeah, literally. Eggman vibes.
Is that who said that quote?
No.
The egg
I
dog.
don't even know. Maybe. Sonic!
It's an outrageously good impression.
You stole my mixtape again!
Why is he getting famous and I'm not?
It's like Dr. Eggman, but with the boss from The Incredibles, like, voice.
Literally.
Par!
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Look at me, what I'm doing.
A company is like an enormous.
Yeah.
Like an enormous clock. Yes!
All the little
Only works if all the little pieces mesh together.
Now some cogs require the.
It's great.
So
I love
good.
how that iconic
So
that guy is after one scene.
Literally, why did they not bring him back?
he's so impressionable.
Why did they not bring him back in the next film? I'm livid.
To be fair, he's been in the hospital for a while.
Oh yeah, he probably
After that.
he probably died,
probably
bro.
could've.
He's probably dead. You make a good point.
For a second, I thought you were talking about the actual actor. I forgot.
Oh no.
No, oh wait, no, the actor's the guy who did Rex, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in
Toy Story.
But I don't
idea.
want to use my head, Buzz. Literally, that guy is so
You're
many
even
things.
two impressions next to each other. Yeah.
Oh,
Literally the
such a
same
good voice
voice.
actor.
Oh god,
But it's just so good.
he's so good.
It's
Oh man. But yeah,
mate.
yes, all good, all good vibes in the music industry. It's like you just got to stay positive. That's what I'll say. More advice.
Mm.
But yeah.
Oh, fair play. Fair play. I think that's actually almost all the questions, to be honest, that we have here, which is mad. To be fair, we've been going on for almost an hour.
Yeah, I was
But,
gonna say, like, to be honest, if you guys want to just hear what I've made, we can, whatever you feel like doing.
Ooh, okay. Well, actually, I've got one last one.
Cool.
Which, to be fair, I can kind of almost. I feel like I could come up with an answer for you, but I'm still intrigued to ask.
Okay.
How do you balance your personal life with your career as a musician? Is it very easy? Is it like harder than you think? Is it like?
I mean, I'm not. It's mad because obviously I'm unknown. I'm a small artist, so like my personal life's pretty calm. Like I don't get stopped in the street and stuff like that. But you'd be surprised at how difficult it is in terms of like keeping my schedules the same as other people. Like going to shows and stuff, and just like the kind of people you meet in the music industry. You just meet so many different types of people. And I think a lot of people don't have that opportunity to just like be in such a diverse group of people. And so like, you know, I'll sort of hang out with music people for a long time and have a really good time and meet so many different people. And then I'll go and hang out with some school friends and they're just all like really childish and like don't have any diversity in their personalities. Do you know what I mean? And so that side of stuff I found to be kind of hard. Like, just like basically trying to move on and find the right group of people is like, can be hard. And sometimes people don't get it that, you know, even though my music career isn't booming yet, I'm still giving it my all and it's not like a waste of time. I don't think many people have found that, but some people think it's like, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? And it's like, you know, so they just don't get it. So the stuff like that sometimes, but I have it pretty good. I can't lie. Like, you know, it's pretty calm, my life, and I don't have any problems with my fame or my fortunes.
Well, that's.
So
Have you had situations where that has come into effect though? Like, have you ever had like someone come to you and be like, "Oh my god, it's Ed Staal, my favorite."
like as a joke, I think yes. Like I've had people I haven't met before who knew who I was, and I was like, "What?" And they were like, you know, they'd be like, "What the fuck? Like you're here?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but it's not like fame. It's like it's one guy that loves my music has bumped into like me, and it's like, oh, fair. But yeah, not really.
What about like when at the concert?
Say again.
you talked to quite a few. You know when you had your first ever not concert. It was basically a concert-ish. Yeah, your first concert. Did you have that kind of thing, like where you were talking to people and like, yeah? Or did you know everyone when you were there, or was it like there was some
the
other
gig
people you
back
hadn't met
in
before?
November?
Yeah, your gig.
Yeah, I knew I'd say
yeah.
like 60% of the people there. But a lot of the people, like there was people from my school that I wasn't even really friends with that came down. They were like sort of popular crew that I was surprised they were there. People like that, and like just really calm of them to come down. Yeah, like friends of friends that I didn't know. That's honestly the way, is how you grow. Like you just, to the people that come to the last gig, if they bring 2 people, like you can triple the amount of people that come to your next show. So it's like, you know, that's the kind of vibes that we had last time, was just like, you know, people that were friends of friends, I guess. So I didn't know everyone, but I did know obviously a lot of them. It was just, you know, it's still small scale and sort of friends and family support. So
Regardless, though, I mean, it was still impressive, you know, because like you got, well, it was packed out, literally. All the tickets were sold, weren't
yeah,
they?
it's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad that we sold out, and yeah, I still have a lot of merch to sell though. I've got like loads of shirts.
Oh yeah,
Which is kind of annoying because that's,
we need to.
I made a massive
get you
loss
some
on the gig
designs
like,
going.
from just the fucking shirts alone, which was a bad move. But look, we live and we learn. So yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah, we should get you a cool design for it as well next time.
Yeah, you should design something
It's
for
that
me.
one that was just your name, wasn't it?
It was just the title of the thing. Yeah, clean.
Oh, I mean, like,
So yeah. Yeah.
yeah, fair play.
Well,
All right. Well, in
would
that
you guys
case,
like to hear the
what were you
beat?
gonna say?
What should we do?
Okay, yeah,
I'm quite
done.
excited.
How have you done this? How are we gonna do this?
Do I
Are you
send
just
an
gonna
MP3? Can you
play
do
it
that?
through your phone, or? Yeah. If you send it to me, I could probably open it,
Okay. Okay.
and I'll just stream it.
I've got
and,
no idea
so
how this
everyone
is
can
going to
hear.
sound, bro.
Yeah, I think that's a good job.
This is going to sound. I have no. I genuinely can't even remember.
That's the beauty of it.
I can't remember. I'll send an MP3. That'll probably do it. Can you? Yeah, I guess we can.
This is
stick it
genuinely
here.
intriguing.
You send this on Where have you sent this?
Well, I haven't sent it yet. I'm just bouncing it out. Let's see. I'll send. Can I send it to the Discord? Let's see.
It's got a 5 meg limit, sadly, so probably not. Is it 5 or 5? It's
well,
25.
that's the
Is it
beauty
25?
of
Might be 25 megs actually.
yeah, that's the beauty of MP3s, is they're such small files.
Compressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not even a megabyte apparently. What? Yeah. Okay.
What?
Okay. I'll send it to the thing.
How long is it?
It is
Yeah, how long? How long is it?
45 seconds. It's not very long. I have no idea how this is going to sound. I've sent it.
Okay. I've got it up. Alright, wait, should I stream it when I'm playing it?
Can you do that?
I feel like
So
that
everyone
would be
can hear it
good so
at the
that
same
the
time.
listeners could hear it as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I can hear it through. Oh yeah, actually that might be
I'll send you
true,
the
yeah.
file and then they can hear it at the end if they want while you play it.
Well, yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, that's fine. But I'll stream it for here. Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to hear it. Because it's only attached to my mic, Josh. So I'll just play it over and edit it.
This is
That's fine.
honestly
Okay, that's
so
sure.
much more difficult than I thought. Like not being able to
magic.
hear it has been a challenge. So yeah.
Where is it? There we are. Okay. I'm streaming now, boys.
Alright, I'm
we all ready?
intrigued to see what this will turn out like.
Okay. I'm going to. Are you in it?
Yep. I think so, right? Wait, how do
Okay.
I'm just watching the
We're all
chat.
ready?
I think, yeah. Okay.
If you look. Oh
You
wait,
want to
if you
see
can
the
see.
groove music window.
Yeah.
Groove music window. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with this. Groove.
You
No,
need
no,
to
sorry,
click on
if you,
general
if you click on the general,
Yeah.
with the speaker icon. Yeah.
Okay, I've clicked on
and
Will's
then if
window.
you click watch stream,
Should I just click on your
if you
window?
clicked on, there should be one called. Oh wait, yeah, I think you're on it.
Okay, cool.
done
I
it.
can see.
Do you see groove music?
Groove music. Where's groove
Or do you just
music?
It will say that in the top
Oh, do you
left.
just see me?
I think I'm watching your stream.
Do you just see a window?
Yeah, I can see the window.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go, everybody.
Let's go.
So we're going in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I can't believe this.
Hey, hold on, give it a sec. That's good than that. You got like a silent effect on that. Damn.
Bruh.
Damn.
Considering
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's
hear
pretty good.
anything.
Considering 5 minutes and you couldn't hear anything past that ended up very well. Like you even got like a little silent. You got a thing effect on it, didn't you?
Which effect? What do you mean?
As well as what was this? I don't hear everything. That.
Oh yeah, well
see
the
that?
drop, yeah.
To be,
I don't actually. I don't think
You
I
got a
meant
drop
to
on
do
it.
that. I got everything.
It works. I mean, you know,
Accidentally created a beat drop.
the intro drum beat had me scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared
kinda
it was gonna
good.
come out. But no, you did good. You did good with it.
Those
Yeah,
keys
like-
sound so terrible.
This is going to be the new podcast intro.
Take it. Hey guys, welcome to
Actually should be.
Pod.
It really does fit the
Hey
tone.
boys. Honestly, I'd be down for it. To be fair, we've got like
Well,
random.
I
music
can
at the
tweak
start
it
at
if
the
you
moment.
want, make it sound a little bit better.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. That's so
Wow.
funny.
That was
That's the beat.
that's mad
Would
though. Ed. You've done
did
well.
we succeed? Is that good? Is that bad? I don't.
I
That
think
is
that's
a
I think that's
success.
a
That is a
win.
W.
That is a
Dumb,
success.
big
I was
dumb.
expecting something to go wrong.
Yeah, me too. Me too. The bass sounds alright. Like I was like, I don't know how low this is
Yeah.
gonna be. This could be like in sub, like below like zero frequency somehow. Like it'd just be so like vibrating the fucking table.
It'd be so
Like,
quiet.
you can't hear it. It's like only dogs can hear it in the local area. Like, but that's
like
not
a
even how
whale
it
song.
works. But yeah, thank you very much for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
What's
I'll
going
obviously
on?
tune in on the next
Oh
one.
yeah. But feel free to plug your stuff, Chubb, before you go. You know,
My what?
Plug your
stuff. So like, where can people find you?
Oh yes, plug my stuff. Instagram, Ed Staal, Staal. Spotify, search the same name, all that jazz. YouTube, got music coming out in the next couple of weeks on my YouTube and Spotify, so give it a look. But yeah, yes, big love.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank
Ed.
you
It's,
very much for having me.
Been a good. I'd say this is
It's
a pretty good
been,
episode. It's pretty funny.
It's been a special 10th special.
Yes,
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
Happy 10th
Yeah.
episode anniversary.
Happy 10th, boys.
Happy
10
10th.
weeks.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if you do enjoy the podcast, feel free to check out our YouTube or rate us 5 stars on Spotify. That'd be very much appreciated. And yeah, this has been Podbox, so we'll see you next week.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.